let me explain a little bit about how I like to do my set reviews. So the vast majority of the cards that we're going to be looking at today, I have not seen them myself. I've seen a few here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be a blind set review is kind of how I like to do it. We are going to be going through the colors, white, blue, black, red, green, and then we'll look at multicolor cards, artifacts, lands, etc. in the end. So I implore you guys who are watching live here on Twitch to actually follow along. You can check out my tier list as well at either Deathsie.com or there's a link in the chat as well. So you guys can follow along, rate along in the chat, and I ask if there are any questions in chat. If y'all can help me with like commands, like just give the tier list command or give someone in chat an explanation. Then that is going to really help me out as well, because I want to kind of focus on the set review and stuff today. Hello, S-Man, how's it going? How idle and chill? Yeah, so we are going to explore the set together. And yeah, I hope the set's fun. All right, let's go ahead and start here. The very first card, Escape from Orthanc. So the thing about Lord of the Rings is that I'm not like that invested in Lord of the Rings either. So the thing is that I'm gonna misspell a lot of these names. I'm gonna mispronounce a lot of these names. All right. Orthanc. Okay. 1 mana instant. Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. Untap it. Pretty powerful combat trick, honestly. The flying aspect is one that isn't always on a card like this, actually. So I think it's a pretty efficient trick. It not only untaps, it also gives something flying. In terms of combat tricks, this it looks like they're trying to make combat tricks just better and better, so that people actually play them. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I would probably just rate this one a D. So I need to do the ratings myself as well. Oh, give me a second here. All right, starts one off as a D plus, I guess. It is pretty good. And one of the challenges of doing tier list ratings and stuff in this day and age is that cards are getting so good. Sometimes it's hard to evaluate just how much power is in the set. Try bucket. All right. Let's see if my Google Chrome can handle this. Okay. And let me know if the music is too loud, chat. I think the music is a little bit too loud, right? See here. I can turn down a bit. Okay, that's probably fine. Yeah. All right. Esquire of the King. 1 mana, 1/1. 5 mana tap. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a legendary creature. So it's a 1-drop that doesn't really do much in the beginning, unless there's like some human and soldier synergies. And then if you have a legendary creature, it costs 3 mana. That's interesting. Huh. I assume this card is not going to be that good. I assume it's not going to be that good. Let's go ahead and give this card a probably like a low D, probably a D minus. I don't see myself playing this card, at least not in recent sets. Yeah, so we haven't looked at it yet, but I have made a video on YouTube about the ring mechanic. But long story short, yes, the ring tempts you mechanic, it does give you a legendary creature, but the problem with this card is not having a legendary creature. Is that I just don't think that the effect is that good. Because the thing is that, yeah, the overrun effect is good, but this card doesn't do anything until then. It's just not that good, I don't think. Like, it's not about having legendary creatures. It's just, this card just doesn't do anything. It just doesn't do anything until then. And the way Magic works is that you can't always control how good an effect like this is going to be. Like, your cards need to do something at all points. So yeah, I'm going to start this one off as a D minus. Dundane Blade. Okay. 2 mana, equip creature gets +2/+1. Equip human is 1. Equip 3. Attached. Okay, so just normal equip is 3. Oh, kind of an interesting equipment. I mean, I assume white's gonna have a lot of humans, and there's just gonna be a lot of humans in the set anyways. Everybody knows how much I love like some crappy equipment. This is a pretty pretty boring one in terms of crappy equipment, but it does seem like it has potential. I assume it's not going to be that amazing. Let's start this one off as a D plus. East Mark Cavalier, 2 mana, 2/2 vigilance. Whenever East Mark Cavalier. East Mark Cavalier deals damage to a goblin or orc, destroy that creature. So I wasn't actually aware, but seems like what people are saying is that this is actually like a core set. And the cards so far do look like core set-esque. They're trying to be like pretty to be pretty bland, I guess, for lack of a better word. And one of the things as well is that we have to note that there is the ring tempts you mechanic. So what I'm hoping is that even if the set is bland, which I don't actually know yet if it is, but if the set is bland, then what that means is that there's a chance that the ring tempts you mechanic actually adds like that sort of a complexity to the set. So even if the cards themselves are not that complex, if the ring tempts you mechanic is actually good, then maybe the set doesn't feel vanilla. But yeah, this card's pretty vanilla. 2 mana, 2/2 vigilance. I mean, it's a fine card. It's a fine card. Let's start one off as a C minus. It does seem to have an additional benefit as well as being like a sort of removal spell for a goblin or orcs. Hobbit Sting, 2 mana instant. Sting deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of creatures you control, plus the number of foods you control. That's interesting. So, all right. So it's supposed to be a removal spell which scales with the amount of creatures and food tokens you have. It, depending on what other removal there is in the format for white, you might just be playing this one quite often. But at first glance, it doesn't look like it's going to be that interesting. So C minus, D plus, something like that. Starts one off as a C minus as well, I guess. Yeah, hopefully there's going to be some more interesting cards. I assume that the uncommons and stuff are going to be quite interesting. There's a lot of multicolor cards. Nimble Hobbit, 2 mana, 1/3. Whenever Hobbit attacks, you may sacrifice a food or pay 3. When you do, tap target creature and opponent controls. Wow, that's a really expensive one for the sort of effect. However, it is a 2-drop. Dude, this Hobbit is sick, dude. This Hobbit is sick. That's pretty hilarious. 2 mana, 1/3. Huh. I wonder how easy it is to be able to get food. It's weird because it's like an attacking ability, but like it has a defensive stat line, which technically helps it attack, I guess. But it's so expensive. I really can't tell. I really can't tell. I'm gonna start this one off as a D plus. Like the cards don't speak to me. That's not necessarily to say that they're gonna be bad or whatever, but yeah. I'm not sure. Like, it's gonna have to rely on other stuff. Anyways, Slip on the Ring. Okay. 2 mana, instant, exile target creature you own, then return it to the battlefield under your control. The ring tempts you. I actually really like this one. I actually really like this one. Yeah. I actually really like this card. And again, if you guys are interested in what the ring tempts you is, I have a video here. I can link you actually. Let's make a command for it. Let's make a command here for it. All right. So we have a command for that as well. All right. So Slip on the Ring. I think it's a pretty cool card. Being able to sort of like get an additional benefit of the ring and change your ring bearer at instant speed actually seems really powerful. It can also mess up like your opponent's next turn in terms of like attacking and blocking if like your ring bear is going to be doing a little bit more than what they expected. And it's a pretty reasonable cost as well for it. It depends on like what good stuff there is in the format in terms of enter the battlefield, but in terms of flicker effects, I actually really like this one. In March of the Machine, we had Scroll Shift, which is 3 mana, and like 3 mana and 2 mana, it's a world of difference. Like 2 mana is like very reasonable, where while as 3 mana is insanely expensive. So I actually kind of like this card. I'm gonna just start this card off as a C. Dude, I could YOLO just give this card a even higher rating. Let's give this card a B minus. All right, that might be like a super high rating. High as in like not being fully sober, but yes. I think that this card has potential. It's pretty cool. Let's give it a B minus here. Next card here, Took a Reaper. 2 mana, 2/1. When the Reaper dies, the ring tempts you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I wonder how important it is to ramp up your ring. Again, what I mentioned is that in this day and age, like your cards have to do something at every point. I mean, this is fine. It's a 2 mana. It's like just a speed bump, and then the ring tempts you. This card's kind of cool, man. I don't know. Let's start this one off as a C minus as well. Maybe let's start this one off as a C. I'll just give it a C. All right. And it's going to depend on how many ring tempts you cards are in the format. I assume there's just infinite, but we'll see. Westfold Rider, 2 mana, 3/1. Sacrifice it, destroy our artifact or enchantment, activate owns a sorcery. It's a pretty cool card. 2 mana, 3/1s, the bane of my existence. The bane of my existence. I hate 2 mana, 3/1s. In terms of like how fast it makes the game feel. This card's pretty cool. Activate owns a sorcery. I mean, I think this card would be too good if you could activate at instant speed. But yeah, this card's like pretty cool. Starts off as a C minus, I guess. People are saying that there's more halflings than humans. Like all the cards I've seen are like humans. Here's a halfling. East Farthing Farmer. East Farthing? Farthing? 3 mana, 2/3. Farmer enters a battlefield, make a food token. When you do, target creature control gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each food you control. Wait, this card's kind of sick. This card's kind of sick. So it's a 2 mana, 2/3. You get a food token, and something gets +1/+1 for each thing. It's a big attack. I kind of like it. I kind of like it actually. I actually kind of like this card. What the heck? Let's give this card a C+. I mean, the thing is that historically, 3 mana, 2/3s are just kind of garbo. We'll see. Errand, Rider of Gondor. 3 mana, 3/2. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Okay, then if you don't control a legendary creature, put a card from your hand at the bottom of your library. Ooh. That's kind of sick, dude. All right, hold on here. Let him cook. 3 mana, 3/2. Finally statted. And then enters the battlefield. You always draw a card. And so at the very least, you always will loot. You will always loot in white. And then if you have a legendary creature, you don't have to put the card back. Huh. Wait, isn't this card the nuts? Again, one of the things is that it should be easier to get legendary creatures because the ring bear is legendary as well. It should be like one of the best cards in the set, shouldn't it? Can I start us off as an A minus? I'm starting us off as an A minus. You guys can sue me if you want. I'm gonna start it off. Obviously, later we'll go back and re-rate cards and stuff, but all right. Okay, Fog on the Barrow Downs. 3 mana, aura. Enchant creature. Enchant creature is a spirit and can't attack or block. It's interesting it becomes a spirit. So I assume that's just flavor-wise. So it's a pacifism. So it doesn't stop abilities, which is interesting because in this day and age, it seems like pacifism effects generally stop abilities as well. Just because, like, I don't know, enchantment removals is not as good as it used to be. So I'm actually quite surprised by this. I mean, it's still a removal spell or whatever. Probably start this one off as like a C. Quite surprised by just like how little this does, but we'll see. Okay, next card here, Knight of the Keep. Why would you do this? 3 mana, 3/2, no text. Guys, what is happening here? All right, so one of my like sort of thought processes is that wait, is this not in the actual set, chat? Wait, is this not in the actual set? Oh, it's not in the actual set. Oh, it's not in the actual set. Okay. How do I remove them? Right? This is not in the actual set. Yeah, it's actually not in the... Yeah, I don't have the cards filtered properly. Does anyone know what the filter is on Scryfall? All right. I'll just try to be more careful with this. Yeah, I'm using Scryfall. How do I exclude Jumpstart cards? Okay. Second Breakfast. 3 mana up to 2 target creatures. Each get +2/+1 until end of turn. Create a food token. All right. I mean, it's kind of well costed. Generally, an effect like this costs like 4 mana. But I'm not interested in this, I don't think. Second Breakfast. Let's go start this card off as a D. I don't think it's on the set because I don't have it on my list here that Ian made for us. I don't think the vanilla card's in the set. I could be wrong though. I don't see it though. Yeah, I don't see it. So what I was mentioning before is that since this is a Lord of the Rings set, like they kind of have to make it good. Yeah, they kind of have to make it good. Lettuce, just tell me the code. Just tell me the code so I can add it to my syntax. All right. Set LTR. All right. No, it's not booster. It's a set LTR is booster. All right, thank you. So doesn't the set have to be good because it's Lord of the Rings? Like if they do a collaboration with Lord of the Rings and the set is not well received, isn't that just super bad? Like the set has to be good, right? Or is that copium? I'm not sure. All right. Next card here. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin. 4 mana sorcery, put a +1 counter on each creature you control. They gain vigilance and strength. The ring tempts you. I actually like this card. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's permanent. It's counters. They gain vigilance. They get an attack. Seems pretty reasonable. There's card off as a C+ here. I will be surprised if this set changes, or at least from what we've seen so far, to change change Eternal formats. And also the set is so expensive, right? People are calling it a core set, but like, can it really be a core set? Like the set is so expensive. I feel like it's really hard for them to make it a core set. All right, we'll see. Protector of Gondor. 4 mana, 3/3. Enters the battlefield, make a 1/1. All right. This is a classic card. This card's fine. Starts card off as a C-. It's a core set for the rich. Chat, I have an honest question here. Should we eat the rich? All right, next card here. A Soldier of the Grey Host. 4 mana, 2/2 flying flash. When Soldier of the Grey Host enters the battlefield, their creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. I mean, it's a flyer. It's flash. This card's actually not too bad. Pretty obvious trick though, but it seems actually fine. These cards are always so hard to use though, because like either you use it on attack and flash in, or if you leave a mana, you generally are gonna waste it into the battlefield. People likely don't attack into this. I actually like it though. Let's give this card a C+. Maybe B-. Give this card a B-, I guess. B- seems high. Let's give it a C+. Wait, is the box topper Soul Ring, chat? Next card here, Banish from Edoras. 5 mana. Sorcery. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a tapped creature. Exile target creature. So expensive. I mean, for 3 mana, a sorcery speed exile something is not the worst, but it's so expensive. Gives card C minus, maybe? Wait, how many box toppers are there, actually? How many box toppers are there? Wait, what do you mean a lot of value in there? Isn't a box topper just 1 card? Stalwarts of Osgalath. Okay. 5 mana 4/3. When Stalwarts enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, put a counter on Stalwart. So the ring tempts you mechanic also has card draw on it, right? Or like looting. There are 30 different box topper cards. What the heck? That's crazy. That's a crazy concept, actually. Osgiliath. 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 What do we give this card, chat? Still expensive, though. Still expensive, man. This card a D+, maybe? I don't know. So expensive. Like, expensive cards these days need to do something good, but we'll see. All right. Eagles of the North. This is a pretty cool card, man. I love the perspective in the art. 6 mana 3/3 flying. When Eagles of the North enters the battlefield, creatures in your control get +1/+0 and gain first strike until end of turn. Land cycling 1. Wow. I actually love that they're bringing land cycling back. And I love that it's plane cycling 1. I think plane cycling 1 is way more interesting than plane cycling 2. Or like land cycling 2. It's kind of a cool card, to be honest. I mean, it does give you good attack. It's not that impactful, but plane cycling is pretty cool. I would love, like, I don't know. I do prefer cards that are like land cycling, but when they enter the battlefield, or like when you can actually cast it, they're more utility than like damage or something. Even though I like this card, I still don't think it's very good. I don't think it's very good. Let's give this one a D+ as well. Give this one a D+ as well. I hope that there's more land cycling as well. You cannot pass. Thou shalt not pass. You cannot pass. So apparently that's in the book, right? 1 mana instant, destroy target creature that blocked or was blocked by a legendary creature this turn. So this works with the ring tempts you, since your ring bear is legendary. Destroy a creature that blocked or was blocked. Destroy target creature that blocked or was blocked. So the wording's a bit confusing here, since you think that it does different things, but basically it's the same thing. Just destroy target creature that, right? That blocked or was blocked. Isn't that the same thing? You do it after combat is basically the difference here. Bats, thank you so much, brother. Welcome back, Bats, to the Dueling Academy. Almost there at 3 years. Thank you so much, Professor Dywin. Dwyrin. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate it, man. Welcome back to the Dueling Academy. Oh, I have new badges coming soon, by the way. You're gonna have a 3-year badge. You're gonna have a doctorate badge, actually. Thank you so much. You excited for the new set, Bats? It covers offense and defense. No, it doesn't, chat. It doesn't. Oh, that was blocked by legendary. Oh, it does. Oh, it does, chat. Sorry, I'm high. That was blocked by legendary. So you can block with your ring bear and then kill the thing. Actually, yes. sorry, I'm crazy. Okay. I still don't think it's that good though. I still don't think it's that good. D+? I don't know. I mean, maybe these conditional cards are all we've got, and then they're playable, but I'm not excited by it. Lost to Legend. Whoa. 2 mana instant, but it's double white, though. That's damn expensive. Put target non-land historic permanent into his owner's library 4th from the top. 4th from the top. So I actually really like this card, Lost to Legend. Like the flavor is pretty cool too. But the thing is that the causing cast is so insane. It is an instant. Put target non-land historic permanent into its owner's library 4th from top. Like, this card is so good because you can hit the Ring Bearer. And a lot of times people are gonna have the Ring Bearer like their best card as a Ring Bearer because it's gonna attack the best. But it's damn expensive. I do like it though. I do like it. You do have to be very white for it, but maybe I guess it's gonna be good at like later points in the game as well. So I kind of like it. I started this card off as a B-. Actually, like this card. Actually, just good. Reprieve. Reprieve? Reprieve? I think it's Reprieve. 2-mana instant. Return target spell to his owner's hand. Draw a card. That's pretty cool. Return target spell to his owner's hand. So this is a white remand? Return target spell to his owner's hand. Draw a card. This card's kind of sick, man. This card's kind of sick, dude. How good is it for limited, though? This card's sick, though. This card's sick. This card's kind of messed up. I think this card's sick, dude. I mean, it's not going to be good as, like, Whelming Wave or whatever it's called, or, like, any of these blue cards that bounce a creature, draw a card. I don't think, but I wonder if white can leave up mana. It's pretty spicy. I don't know how good it is going to be in limited, but let's start this one off as a B. Because the thing is that it might just not play out that well. Like, sure, you remand something, and then what? Usually limited, it doesn't matter. All right. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. 2-mana, 2/1 flash. When Samwise enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that's put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand, then the ring tempts you. This card's kind of sick. So what I like from what we've seen so far, there's like a lot of weird, tricky stuff that white can do. It's not just like a curve out, bash your opponents in. There's like a lot of weird play to it. It's almost like white is like a flash deck, or can be a flash deck. And just a battlefield, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that's put there from the battlefield this turn, or your hand. Then the ring tempts you. Dude, this card's cool as hell, man. This card's kind of cool, dude. I like this card. Can I give this card an A-? Maybe I'm just overrating stuff, but it has the ring tempt you on it. Seems pretty good. It's finally statted. It's 2-mana, 2/1 flasher, and then also has a very cool ability that like makes your opponents not even want to trade. Just the existence of this card. Yes, if you guys don't know what the ring tempts you mechanic is, !ring here in chat. You can watch. I made a short video because I know it's pretty confusing. We did not start the stream explaining the ring tempts you effect, so you can check this video here that I made. Next card here, Sheriff. 2-mana, 2/2 vigilance. Enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a token. So there's a lot of food tokens we've seen. I assume there were some treasure tokens. When you do, exile target creature an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. That's pretty cool. The 2-mana, 2/2 vigilance, and then if you sacrifice a token, then this becomes a Fiend Hunter. I mean, I think this card's sick. Like, what the heck? Card is sick, dude. I like it. Let's give this card a B+. The flavor text is great. All right, we're gonna check it out here. You're arrested for gate breaking and tearing up of rules, and trespassing, and bribing guards with food. Ooh, how do you pronounce this? Eowyn, Lady of Rohan. Dude, this art is fucking sick, dude. Dude, this art is the best. What? Look at that. That is not magic art. That is literally not magic art. Magic art doesn't do that. Eowyn. 3-mana, 2/4. The beginning of combat in your turn. Target creature gains your choice of first strike or vigilance until end of turn. First strike or vigilance. If a creature is equipped, it gains first strike and Vigilance will end a turn instead. Equip abilities, the activates cost 1 less. So it's well statted. It's well statted. And then a creature, it could be your opponent's as well for some reason, gets first strike or vigilance. Pretty cool. Huh. Give this card B minus. I'm not convinced it's gonna do that much. We haven't seen good equipment either. So I don't know how relevant she is, but yeah, this card is damn sick. This is like some. I would probably give the art A+. Dude, like, I love the different styles of art. Like, I love the art on this as well. Actually, this art reminds me of almost like, what's that movie? Encanto? Encanto? It has like that very warm vibe to it. Rosie Cotton of South Lane. 3 mana 1/1. When Rosie enters the battlefield, make a food token. Whenever you create a token, put a counter on target creature you control other than Rosie. That's interesting. Rosie can't grow herself. Whenever you create a token, put a counter. This card seems pretty cool as well. I mean, 3 mana 1/1. You make a food token, and we've seen like food or token synergies, and then you put a counter on something else. If you have like token generators, she's gonna be pretty good too, but she's so lowly statted. It starts card off as a B minus as well, I think. We'll see. So far we've seen like a very strong correlation between rarity and power level so far, but we'll see. New infinite combo card. You think there's infinite combos with this? Because you make a token, put a counter. Are there cards that like make tokens when you put a counter? Next card here, Build a Pony. 4 mana 1/4. When Build a Pony enters the battlefield, make 2 food tokens. Dude, this card is sick. It's just a legendary horse. Sacrifice a food until end of turn. Target creature you control assigns combat damage equal to his toughness rather than his power. So that's actually instant speed. This card is sick, dude. What the hell? This card is sick. Huh? 4 mana 1/4. You make 2 food tokens. And then you can sacrifice, and then something hits with his butt instead. I mean, I don't know how good it is, but pretty darn cool, dude. I don't know. This card seems sick. I mean, I'm gonna kill a lot of people with Build a Pony for sure. Orson? This card is sick, man. I don't know what's it rated, though. What do we rate Build a Pony? Probably, like, C+? C+, probably? Card is cool, though. Card is cool. Maybe it's disrespectful to give it a C+. Faramir Field Commander. 4 mana 3/3 at the beginning of your end step. If a creature died under your control this turn, draw a card. Okay. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Faramir as your ring bearer, make a 1/1. Dude, this card is sick. Creature died under your control this turn, draw a card. I think this card is amazing. Give this card an A. Yeah, it's a hill giant. Who cares? But it makes like combat and stuff super miserable for your opponent. And then you're already gonna have the ring tempts you stuff. And then you get 1/1s. I think it's pretty cool, man. Give this card an A. I think this card is like miserable for your opponent. This card demands an answer. Next card here, Landrival. Horizon Witness. This is a legendary bird? What is this? 5 Bird Noble? What the fuck? A Bird Noble? 5 mana 3/4 flying. Whenever 2 or more creatures you control attack a player, target attacking creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. Whenever 2 or more creatures you control attack a player. So actually, Landrival doesn't have to attack either. So whenever 2 or more creatures you control attack a player, target attacking creature without flying against flying. So what you can do is you can like play this on 5 pre-combat, attack with 2 things, fly 1 thing. And then there's a decent sized body as even a blocker. I don't like this card. I'm gonna give this card a B. Card is sick. What the hell? All right. Tale of Tenuvial. I definitely didn't say that right. Oh, the art is awesome as well. Dude, what is the art even trying to say? 5 mana, target so Saga 1. So just a note, actually, the thing is that these sagas are not the ones that you can skip around. So you have to go through the full thing. Saga 1, target creature you control gains indestructible for as long as you control Tale of Tenuvial. 2, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. What? Wait, that's pretty sick, dude. Is it a reanimator card as well? 3, up to 2-star creatures you control each gain lifelink. I kind of like this card, dude. Dude, I kind of like this card. All of the abilities seem relevant because the indestructible allows you to basically like stop a bunch of damage or to continue attacking. 2, you get to reanimate something, and we know already that we've seen 1 land cycling card, so there might be other land cycling cards that you can like land cycle into this as well to get a big thing. And then that thing can actually attack the turn after with the lifelink. I think this card seems awesome. I'm gonna give this card an A+. Yeah, this card's an uncommon as well. I'm gonna give this card an A+. I think this is already one of the best cards we've seen. One of the cards I like the most. Yeah, 3. Yeah, that's true. 3 turns of indestructible. 1, 2. It's 2 turns, right? It's 2 turns. You play it, then it gets it. Next turn is 2. The turn after is 3. Then this is gone. So it's 2 turns, technically. Okay. All right, moving on to the rares here. Frodo, Soren's Bane. 1 mana, 1/2. It's a halfling citizen. A citizen? All right, that's an interesting mana cost as well. White, black, white, black. If Frodo is a citizen... Wait, what? If Frodo is a citizen, it becomes a halfling scout with base power and toughness 2/3 and lifelink. Becomes a halfling scout with base power 2 and toughness 2/3. Okay, so it's leveling up into a halfling scout. And then triple black, if Frodo's a scout, it becomes a halfling rogue with, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times this game. Otherwise, the ring tempts you. Wait, that's kind of cool. Wait, this card's sick. So we can look at the ring tempts you again, actually. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up here. So let's do a quick refresher here of the ring tempts you. All right, so this is the ring here. Your ring bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures of greater power. So the thing is that Frodo is small, right? It can't be blocked with creatures of greater power, so they need to block with small stuff. Attack whenever your ring bearer attacks, draw a card and discard a card. 3, whenever your ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices it. So I think they have to sacrifice it, right? 4, whenever your ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. So, I mean, there is like an unblockable, like semi-unblockable clause at the top here. Seems like pretty darn good. I mean, there's got to be ways to give us unblockable and stuff as well, but either way, like the card is just fine, isn't it? Card is fine. I mean, is it gonna be that hard to win with this? A creature becomes a ring bearer, so every instant of the ring tempts you. So cards will literally say the ring tempts you on it. Every instant of that, you can choose a new ring bearer, or choose a ring bearer, or you don't have to choose a ring bearer. Actually, you have to choose a ring bearer if you have a creature that can be. But if the ring tempts you and you don't have a creature, it will still tick up. The ring power will still tick up. Huh. I can't tell if this card's trash or if this card's actually decent. I honestly can't tell. Let's start this card off as a B. B minus. And it doesn't do anything. Doesn't this card not do anything? All right, I'm gonna start this card off as a C. I'm gonna start this card off as a C here. Frodo Soren's Bane. Maybe I'll make a video on this. So the ring does not restart. Once it reaches 4, it just stops there until next game. I mean, I am gonna play with it, but am I gonna recommend people to try it? Probably not. I mean, you can if you want to have fun. Do I think it's good? Probably not. Next card here, Flowering of the White Tree. 2 mana, legendary enchantment. Legendary creatures you control have +2/+1 and have ward 1. Okay. I mean, the mana cost is so crazy for it. Non-legendary creatures go to a +1/+. Wait, this card is the nuts though. Oh, this card's pretty nutty. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+1 and have ward 1. Non-legendary creatures you control get +1/+1. He's pretty good. The casting cost is insane though, but I mean the upside is there. Probably give this card an A. I'm gonna give this card an A, not an A+, just because of the restricted mana cost. But I assume this card's good though. Yeah, you can play the ring into Mordor or Mount Doom. All right, another Frodo card. How many Frodo cards have we seen? There seem to be so many Frodos actually. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever Frodo enters the battlefield or attacks, you may attach equipment you control with mana value 2 or 3 to Frodo. So I think they do that so that you can't do Colossal Hammer, right? Because if you could do 1, then people will play like this Colossal Hammer deck, and that's pretty sick, honestly. So too bad you can't do Colossal Hammer with this. As long as it's your turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to Frodo. So Frodo can attack willy-nilly into stuff, and he's not gonna die. And when you attack, you can equip equipment to it. So we'll have to see if there's like some big equipment in the set. This one's undecided at the moment, but it starts it off at a B. Does the second ability apply to every Frodo? That's a good question. I don't know. I assume not. As long as it's your turn for all damage to be dealt to Frodo. I assume it doesn't. I assume it just counts this card, but I'm not entirely sure. Next card here, Boromir, Warden of the Tower. 3 mana, 3/3 vigilance. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. All right, another like sort of white hate card. Why are these white cards always hated, man? Always hated. Sacrifice Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Creatures control gain indestructible to end a turn. The ring tempts you. Wait, this card's still sick though. Whenever opponent casts a spell, if no mana is spent to cast it, counter that spell. So this does not counter the Saga. I don't think that's being cast. It just returns to the battlefield. But maybe that's implication in the other set. I can see this being like a standard card. I can see this being a standard card. But I don't see this being like a legacy or like modern card or whatever, eternal formats. It's still good though. Well statted, vigilance, and indestructible, and the ring tempts you. Seems pretty good. Oh, this isn't standard legal? Oh, it's not standard legal. Wait, then where do you play it? Actually, I heard that you can play these cards in Alchemy, but not in Historic. That's kind of a fail, isn't it? That's kind of a fail in my opinion. It's kind of a fail. It's because like the thing is that they should stop pushing like Alchemy anyways. Wait, is legal in Historic? Oh, it's legal in historic? Oh, people were telling me that it was not legal in historic. Okay. Next card here, Forge Renewed. 3-mana enchantment. It's an enchantment. It's not an equipment. When Forge Renewed enters a battlefield, return target equipment card from a graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. That's pretty cool. An equipment reanimator card? Wait, this card is sick. I don't think I've ever seen an equipment reanimator card. Wait, this card's kind of cool, dude. As long as it's your turn, you may activate equip abilities anytime you can cast an instant. You may equip abilities anytime. So you can instant equip. That's sick. You may pay 0 rather than paying the equip cost of the first equip you activate during each of your turns. Dude, hold on, chat. Dude, Colossal Hammer, anyone? Dude, Colossal? Oh my gosh, wait. Colossal Hammer, and then you can do like Infect or Unblockable. You can do Infect or Unblockable with Colossal Hammer. Dude, that's kind of a cool... That's kind of cool, man. What's the land, chat? What's the Infect Unblockable land? Dude, this card is sick. You pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first... This card is sick, man. Inkmoth Nexus? How much mana is that to activate Inkmoth? Anyways, that's actually a cool deck. That would be a deck that would make me want to play Constructed. Dude, that's pretty sick. Oh, it's flying. It's not unblockable. This is a cool card, dude. For limited, I have no freaking idea. I assume it's not good. For limited, I'm gonna give this one a D. Let's give this one a D+. Take a look. I'll probably have to go back and re-rate this one. Battle of Bywater, 3-mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Then create a food token for each creature you control. That is a weird card. That is a weird card. I mean, generally, white doesn't want this ability. But I will have to say that there's like some weird, tricky stuff that you can do in this format. So you can be like a just creature white deck as well. Like a non-derpy creature white deck. I just don't think it's good though, for the most part. It does give you a ton of sustain though, if you're not blowing up your own stuff. And honestly, all of the white cards we've seen, I guess there are a lot of 3-attack stuff. You probably wipe a lot of your own stuff. I assume this is not good. Do they eat the creatures? I don't know. All right. Yeah, do they eat the creatures? Is that why they make food tokens? Hold on. Kind of interesting. I'm gonna start this one off as a D. I don't buy it, but we'll see. All right, so moving into the... Oh, actually, wait. Gandalf the White. Actually, this one is not in the set either, chat, right? I want to say that this one's not in the set. Gandalf White Rider. I do not believe this is in the sets. I also don't believe Saradoc. This is a jumpstart card as well, I think. Yeah, this one's not in. This one's also not in War of the Alliance. If you guys want to check these out, you can look them up on Scryfall. Okay, so the very last 2 cards of the set are the 2 mythics. Dawn of a New Age. Damn, this card art is sick. 2-mana enchantment. Dawn of a New Age enters the battlefield with a hope counter on it for each creature you control. All right, a hope counter. At the beginning of your end step, remove a hope counter from Dawn of New Age. If you do draw a card, then if Dawn of New Age has no hope counters on it, sacrifice, you gain 4 life. Okay, so it's a weird card draw thing. So say you have like 3 creatures. You play this, you get 3 hope counters, and at end step, remove a hope counter, and then draw a card, and then no hope counters, you sacrifice the game 4 life. So in limited, it'll be like 3 or 4 cards over multiple turns, and I'll give you a life. I actually do like it. I don't think it's like super powerful or broken or anything. I do like it. I think you probably always play it. Just for an A-. It's a little bit underwhelming for a mythic though, but okay. Gandalf the White. Damn, this card looks powerful as hell. Let's see what it does. 5-mana 4/5 flash. You may cast legendary spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Legendary spells and artifact spells. Do we have this emote, chat? Gandalf cool? If not, maybe Nick can add it from 7TV. I don't know if we have it. I can't see it on mine. You may cast legendary spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Okay. If a legendary permanent or artifact entering or leaving the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent control to trigger, triggers it just on time. I hate that text in Magic, by the way. Okay, thank you, Nick. Thank you. If a legendary permanent, okay, so a legendary permanent or an artifact entering or leaving causes something to trigger. So this is like both Yarok and Elish Norn, isn't it? Triggered ability. Triggers an additional time. Actually, this counts the ring tempts you as well, right? Legendary permanent enters, and then no, actually it doesn't. Triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger. So the ring tempts you is in the command zone, is not actually a permanent. So it's a triggered ability of not of a permanent though. But I assume this card should be good, right? Give this card an A+ or something. I mean, it's well statted. It seems to have good implications into the battlefield stuff. It's got to be broken. I mean, this card could even be an S, honestly. Card could probably just be an S from what we've seen. I think I'm just gonna give it the S here. Card's got to be broken. It's not like Omega broken, but it seems solid and it seems like it's gonna do what it needs to do. All right, so those are the white cards, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Let me know what you think about the white cards, and if you guys think that it's awesome, if it's not awesome, something.